Lay your head on my pillow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel so comfortable with you. Testing, testing. Hello. So before we get started, yes, I'm sitting on the floor. Some of y'all probably clicked on my video thinking I done lost my mind. I probably have. But after trying to figure out the perfect setup, the perfect place, the perfect lighting, the perfect intro, the perfect niche, all I came up with was sitting on the floor. So welcome to my floor and welcome to my very first episode of my podcast. And I decided to name this Built to Life by D'Andrea, aka D, which is me. Built. I spent years creating content. I've owned a food truck, different businesses, books, courses, classes, life lessons, motherhood, life, marriage, grief, starting over. And honestly, I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out what lane do I fit in. And it's like people always say, you got to pick your niche. You got to find your niche. Stay in one lane. Like, don't confuse your audience. And honestly, every time I try to do that, it feels like I'm cutting off a piece of me, like I'm forgetting something. It's like, okay, I got a food truck. Be like, okay, I started the food truck. And now I want to talk about relationships. Be like, then I want to talk about grief. Then I want to talk about nothing. I want to disappear off the face of the earth. Not in like a, no, never. Then I want to talk about raising kids and how disrespectful they can be. Then I want to talk about business. Then I'm sure at some point my algorithm was like, okay, ma'am, what exactly are you trying to do here? And honestly, I don't even be knowing. But recently, something kind of clicked for me. I was sitting there and I'm like, hold on. I am the niche. I'm like, not the food truck, not the coaching, not the books, not the business, but me. I'm her. Everything I talk about kind of comes through my experiences. Some days we'll talk about building businesses. Some days we'll talk about losing people that we love. Some days we'll talk about relationships. Some days we're going to laugh. Some days we're going to cry. And some days we'll do both in the same episode because life doesn't separate. Like, life don't separate things into different categories. It be all happening all at one time. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is D'Andrea, mom of 7, entrepreneur for over a decade. I've owned a food truck for the last 12 years. I've owned a restaurant, 2 restaurants. I'm an author. I'm a coach. I'm a woman who has lost it all several times. And I help women to get unstuck. But when I say all of that, none of those titles really tell you exactly who I am. They don't tell you about the nights that I've cried, the mistakes I made, the times I've doubted myself, the times I thought my life was over, the times I had to rebuild from scratch. And honestly, if rebuilding was an Olympic, I'm sure I have a chance. This podcast is not about perfection. If you're expecting perfection, to the left, to the left. It's not about me teaching from a mountain like I'm up here. It's not most days I'll be teaching while I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I want this podcast to feel like whoever I'm talking to, that we just sitting in a room, just chopping it up, having a conversation, trying to figure this thing called life out together. Or sometimes I'll probably be sitting in the car. So that's where the best conversations happen at. Right now, I just so happen to be sitting on the floor. Or sometimes you may catch me in the kitchen once everybody is asleep. You can expect real conversations, real stories, real lessons. I'll be interviewing people that has overcame things in their life. Questions from you. If you have questions, send me your questions and I'll be doing the Ask D and tell you my opinion, my perspective. I'm not saying it always be right, but these are my thoughts. This is my podcast. So I'll be telling you what I think. And we'll just be having conversations about life, about business, about grief, relationships, parenting, starting over, and with faith, mistakes, wins, and everything in between. And then if I randomly just change the subject, because I could be all over the place, just know we on this journey together. It ain't gonna be perfect over here. Y'all gonna learn real quick how my brain works. It's like I be having 47 tabs open at one time. But one thing I can say, I don't know exactly where this podcast is going. I don't. But I think that's the beauty of it. And it's kind of exciting. I'm pushing myself out there. I'm making myself uncomfortable. I've been saying for the past 2 to 3 months, Deandra, you need to start a podcast. But I was always waiting for the perfect time. And last night, I was laying there and I was like, when I get up in the morning, on my to-do list is just hit record. Wherever I may end up at. I wanted to do like my first podcast. I wanted to be on the train. I wanted to have a back, not driving, but the train actually going through different scenic routes, and in my head, that's what I wanted. I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm doing it today. Today is June 23rd. Actually, today is supposed to be International Widows Day, which makes 322 days that I've been a widow. But whatever this turned into, I just know I got stories to tell. I got people to meet. I got lessons to share. And I got a legacy that I want to leave behind. And if you ever felt stuck, you're in the right place. Right here with me, Deandria. And if you've already made it this far through the podcast, thank you. If you made it this far, then we already friends. What's up? How you doing? What's your name? Drop your name in the comments. Like, this is day one of us getting to know each other a little bit better. is day one. So like they say, like, comment, and subscribe. And come on back next week. I'll be dropping a new episode once a week, maybe twice a week. But I'm gonna start off and just say once a week. And let's just see where this journey takes us. That was good. Bye.